What's up, guys? Nathaniel James here for another Ask Nathaniel Anything. First question I got today, a friend of mine says that they saw I'm in ketosis or doing a ketogenic diet, and they want to do something similar. So they want some information about it. What are the pros, cons, and just what's the general concept of a keto or keto diet, however you like to pronounce it. Basically, the idea behind a ketogenic diet, and it's been branded different things over the years. We've just recently started calling it the more sciencey word ketogenic or inducing ketosis, but you'll recognize it as like the Candida cleanse or the Atkins diet, some versions of the paleo diet, which are, basically all really restrict carbohydrate intake, are all designed to induce a state of ketosis. So your body's preferred fuel is glucose, and the stored version of glucose is glycogen. Your body can also create glucose out of protein. We'll get into that later. But the idea behind your ketogenic diet is to completely starve yourself of all forms of sugar and carbohydrate, which, by the way, all sugars and all carbs eventually turn into glucose. There's no such thing as a bad carbohydrate. Sugar is not bad. You eat sugar, it turns into glucose, your body uses it just the same as it would your sweet potatoes. Just sweet potatoes come with some other nutrients and fiber. That's a different topic. So anyways, when you've starved yourself of carbs for long enough and your glycogen stores are completely depleted, if you're eating a diet that's high enough in fat and low enough in protein that your body decides that it's actually going to start turning those free-form fatty acids into ketones, it can use those instead. Popular diet for a whole bunch of reasons, but I want to just clear up right now those of you that want to try to do a ketogenic diet specifically for the purpose of weight loss. It's exactly like every other diet that I've talked about. Calories in versus calories out. There is literally no magic to it. If you equate for your calories, every other diet will net you the exact same losses. So if you're wanting to cut all these carbs and go through the process of depleting yourself of glucose, which sucks for a lot of people, I'm one of the lucky ones that my body switches over like nothing. But man, some people, it's just brain fog, confusion, depression, life sucks without their carbs. And some people I've even seen, especially with some women, they get like violently ill. It's not a good scene. So if you're considering going through all that potential for the sake of weight loss, I would say you're probably better off finding something else. The reason I'm doing keto is because it's actually a fairly anti-inflammatory diet and happens to be void of pretty much everything that will trigger an autoimmune problem. So it just so happens that the diet that I'm on, which is loosely keto, it's not specifically keto, and I don't really care if I'm in ketosis or not, is just suits my goals, and my goals aren't weight related. So again, if you're looking for weight loss, you don't have to go keto, and it's not magic. If you're an athlete or performance athlete, keto sucks. Glucose is better. Eat your carbs. You're going to perform better, you're going to recover better, you're going to build better muscle. Everything all across the board better with carbs. Carbs are king. If you're cutting carbs for performance or even for bodybuilding or anything like that, I'm going to really question what your coach has you doing. If you're 10 weeks out and your coach is already cutting your carbs out, that's fire that guy or her, whatever. Completely unnecessary. I mean, yeah, it just doesn't make sense. If you can keep carbs in right to the day of the show, you should. So there's that. the other health benefits, it does include like insulin sensitivity. It's good for diabetics. It's good for a lot of other diseases. Keto actually does have a real place there, but that it's being sold as this magic, you know, melt fat off your body, use fat to burn fat, it's bullshit. Okay, like, it's still a game of calories in versus calories out. The one nice thing about keto for people dieting for weight loss, it gives you a very cut and dry list of yeses and lists of nos. You can eat this, you can't eat that. A lot of people find it's just really easy to comply. They just know in their head, I can't have these foods, I can have these foods, and they find that that's very helpful, and that's legitimate. It can be very a psychologically easier diet. So that's pretty much all there is to it. You know, inducing ketosis is as simple as just stop eating your carbs. These supplements out there like Keto OS and all these things where you're taking dietary ketones in, and they're claiming that you can, you know, you piss on a keto stick and you can see that you're in ketosis is complete garbage. You're not in ketosis if you piss positive on a stick. You're just pissing ketones, which you just ate. So it doesn't make any sense. They're selling you a product that, like Keto OS, I'm reading it and they use all these, like, you know, the big super duper ultra words, and then they also like list all the just standard benefits, health benefits of a ketogenic diet, and then their product is basically ketones plus some caffeine for energy. So if you want to save yourself a couple bucks, just do a ketogenic diet and go to Tim Hortons. Or if you really want to get cheap, brew your own coffee at home. Or if you want to get super cheap like me, just buy some goddamn caffeine off of CanadianProtein.com. I got 80 grams of this shit for 20 bucks. So there's that. Again, not a big supplements guy. And rant. So yeah, that's the magic of ketosis, all wrapped up for you guys. Sorry that's a long-winded one, but it's popular right now, so there you go.